Good day, Sun City residents. This is Rusty Bradshaw here to give you some highlights from the Sun City Homeowners Association Roads and Safety Committee meeting that happened just a little bit ago. And to start off the meeting, committee Chairman Pam Schmortz talked about the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad plans for a intermodal national hub northwest of the Sun Cities near Whitman. This is just north of Grand Avenue, US 60, between 214th and 235th Avenues. In 2022, they bought 3,500 acres for this facility. And there have been some concerns raised about this facility, about its impact on the area. Now, the facility will bring in a lot of jobs, and supposedly it is going to be the largest intermodal hub in the nation. So we'll see how that works out. But there are concerns about the increased traffic, people going to and from work, also the truck traffic that will be generated from goods being brought to and taken from this hub. It's air pollution from all the diesel engines on the locomotives running, and the increased traffic pollution, noise pollution. There also could be more traffic generated in Sun City and Sun City West as traffic cuts through those communities to get to the new facility. And Pam mentioned that Sun City already has a lot of cut-through traffic, and this could end up being worse. So we'll see how this all plays out. This is something that's been discussed as far back as 2007, and when the plot was purchased in 2022, there were a number of Whitman residents who opposed the facility, but it kind of sounds like it's a done deal and it's going to happen. So there we are. Brian Stutzman, the commander of Maricopa County Sheriff's Office District 3 in our area, gave some stats from his agency. He said that in April there were 777 calls for service, and there were 22 vehicle crashes with no injuries, 13 crashes with injuries. There were 11 thefts, 6 burglaries. He said, all in all, the information shows that criminal and law enforcement activity in this area is staying fairly steady compared to last year. He did say that thefts and burglaries were down, and there were 67 citations issued in April, 28 of those being speed violations. Said it was busy, but it's not out of the norm. Rob Schmitz, the chief of Sun City Fire and Medical Department, provided their stats for the month. I didn't take all of those down, but you can check those on the fire department's website. He did have a discussion about the activity of the department a little further, as someone asked about the automatic aid system, and they do track the number of calls that Sun City provides for other communities and other communities provide for Sun City. Sun City provided, and this is for the month of April, I believe, Sun City provided 268 calls to other communities, while other communities came into Sun City 216 times. Now, what happens with automatic aid is that if Sun City's resources are already tied up on calls, the dispatcher will automatically send the closest truck to Sun City to take care of a call that comes in while Sun City is otherwise tied up. So that's why you might see calls from Peoria's department, El Mirage's department, and Surprise's department. Sun City is surrounded on three sides by Peoria, so most of those calls coming in are from Peoria. The Posse reported that they were also busy. They provided their stats, which I did not write down, but they are very, very busy. And they are kind of stretched thin. Now, the Posse, for those of you who don't know, is an all-volunteer organization that patrols the community and provides its eyes and ears for MCSO for issues that they need to be involved with. The Posse also provides a number of other services like a vacation watch, funeral watch, welfare checks, and any number of other things, but they are not law enforcement. They don't do traffic stops. They don't get called to crime scenes. They do assist the fire department. They go to their calls, most of their calls, simply to watch over the equipment so that that's not fooled with by bystanders, and to kind of help keep bystanders away from active fire scenes or active medical scenes. As I said, the Posse is an all-volunteer organization. They have 122 active members. 73 of those are dedicated for patrol. Now, that might seem like a lot, but we're talking about a community of 15 square miles. So there's a lot of manpower that's needed to make these patrols of the community. 73 members on patrol isn't enough to provide the kind of coverage that would be helpful. So the Posse could use volunteers. If you're interested in helping out with this organization, go to the Posse headquarters on Sunland Drive. That's west of Del Webb through Sunland Memorial Gardens. Volunteer your time. Or you can call the Posse, and I believe, off the top of my head, the number is 623-972-2555. The Prides also gave a quick report, and they reported that so far this year, 32 new trees have been planted in Phase 1, that's south of Grand Avenue. And they also talked a bit about the business advertising signs that are being placed in the medians at a number of intersections throughout the community. These are kind of unsightly, and one member of the Roads and Safety Committee pointed out that if you go to the municipalities around us, you won't see this kind of thing in their medians. Now, to solve that, there's no real enforcement on this. There is a sign ordinance, but there's no real enforcement. One of the things that Captain Stutzman suggested was phone calls to these businesses to let them know that their sign, number one, is unsightly, number two, is violating an ordinance, and ask them to go remove it. And those are the highlights from the Road and Safety Committee. This committee meets from September through May, so this was the last meeting for this particular session. The next meeting for the Roads and Safety Committee will be at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, the 17th of September. The committee regularly meets the third Wednesday of every month at 10 o'clock at the SCHOA office on West Coggins Drive. So that was the end of the Safety Committee's season. They will start up again in September. Thank you very much for watching.